welcome to another edition of Ask the Young Cow. I'm Leon Street alongside my co-host.
I'm Jack Rogers.
And today we have a very interesting topic, as we always have every week. I don't think there's any topic that's not interesting. No. So if you're into digital marketing, this is a real biggie. Now, Facebook marketing is a huge prospect for any business right now. They have something like 1.5 billion users, and I think they have 900 million of those users who use Facebook daily. So it's huge numbers. I don't know where else you're going to get access to those types of numbers. And let's also be realistic. You're not going to go after every one of those 900 active users, 900 million even. But the key thing is that a portion of those users will probably be your target audience if you have a small business and you're into digital marketing. So before we go any further, I'm just going to jump into our trusty presentation. So today's title is Facebook Marketing, and in particular, I'm going to focus on Power Editor. Remember, we are live every Wednesday, 1 p.m. UK time, as we are right now. It's hashtag ATYC if you want to get us on Twitter. If you want to leave any questions or comments after watching this video on YouTube, please do so in the comments box underneath the video that you are watching right now. Today's agenda. So,
shall I do this, Leon?
I'll let you do this.
Yeah. Okay, so the agenda, we've got about Facebook ads, how to use Facebook for ads, what is the Power Editor, how the Power Editor can help your business, and the conclusions of the Power Editor.
Yeah. So we're going to jump into this now. We've put this one together real quickly because I wanted to get this one out today for you. Just get you familiar with Facebook marketing. If you're doing it already or if you're not, you may be experiencing the normal Facebook ads manager, but what I want to show you today in particular is how you go beyond that to get all the features that are available to you. So how it works, normally you load your ads onto Facebook using Adverts Manager, and as it says there, your information and Facebook ads are based on your preferences or the information that you've shared with Facebook, pages you've liked or engaged with, ads you've clicked on, apps, websites you visit when you're clicking on links through Facebook. All of that information is collated and collected by Facebook. Remember, data is the power, and they have probably one of or the biggest database in the world that I'm aware of. It also controls the ads you see, so you see more interesting and useful ads on Facebook based on your ad preferences. And so this is all reflected in the information that you supply when you create your profile on Facebook. And normally to get your ads started, you'd go to facebook.com/business. I don't want to focus on that too much, but here's an example of my own personal profile. So this is me, Leon Street. And normally once you're logged into Facebook with your personal profile, you have this little black arrow top right. And when you click on that, you have a lot more features that are available to you. And in particular, this is where you can then create ads or manage ads. And this is the normal route most people will go down. But this is not the route that I want you to be going down. I want you to focus in terms of what we're going to look at next in the next slide. I'm just going to hand over to you, Jack. It's a quick brief one.
Yeah, so we've got how it works. So the best solution where you find available options that Facebook offers is through the Power Editor.
Mm-hmm. So we've got the web address there. It's business.facebook.com. So you'll notice from the previous slides, we had facebook.com/business. Now this is a different web address. This is the web address you visit if you want to put your ads on Facebook and you want to take your marketing to the next level. Now, as it shows there, this is just a graphic from how it works on the actual business page, and you can see it needs a name and an email and a password for you to log in. This email and password is your personal profile details that you would normally enter when you go into Facebook, which looks pretty much like this. So when you log in with your email and password, that's the same one that you need for Facebook for Business. So if you're already logged in, it should have that saved already for you, and the screen you will see will be different to the one we're looking at now. I'm just showing you this so you get an idea of that it's actually different. And the one key thing is the blue at the top, which you're normally used to in Facebook, rather than that kind of royal blue, is now a kind of gray blue. And that tells you that you're in Facebook for Business. So it's a visual cue just so that you know where you are. Now, let's get into Power Editor.
Yep, so the Power Editor is a new, more secure tool for managing your access to pages and ad accounts. So geared towards companies who need to give different permissions to lots of people. So this allows you to manage access to pages and ad accounts and also keep your work separate.
Okay, so Power Editor, as you can see, will still keep you with this kind of blue gray or dark gray look. Now that just tells you that you're in the business side of Facebook rather than the normal personal profile side. But as you can see, we just highlighted here, you can see I've highlighted the business settings just so you get an idea of what you can expect in there. You can add people, pages, add accounts, apps. So if you've got a Facebook app or an app that's linked through Facebook, that can also be shown there. Pixels, these are where you pick up your conversion rate codes. You can set up product catalogs if you have an e-commerce website. You can set up Instagram accounts because, as you know, Facebook owns Instagram, and therefore you can pull Instagram accounts into your business manager of Power Editor so that you can run ads on Instagram as well. Payment methods, projects, partners, requests, which are other people requesting to gain access or you giving access, and then preferences and info. But the key links that I want you to focus on really are the top ones here, and in particular Power Editor, which is the one on the left underneath Ads Manager. Power Editor is where the magic happens. Okay, so moving on. Once you're in Power Editor, it will look very similar to the normal Facebook Ads Manager. But the key thing here is that you just have more tools available to you, so you can get access to your campaigns, ad sets. If you're used to using Google AdWords, ad sets are just like ad groups. And then you can get into your actual ads. And so on the left-hand side of your screen, you should be seeing a kind of hierarchy tree diagram. So you've got your campaigns, you've got your ad sets, and then you've got your actual ads. And when you click on those, it will reveal the options for you. Now, the beauty of this is that all of your ads are then shown, which ones are active. It will give you reach, impressions, average cost per click, what results it's got, and the cost so far. Also, how many clicks and the click-through rates of your ads. And you can see this is an example of some ads that I'm currently running to promote a webinar that I'm doing. And so lots of great information. So I'm going to jump into what else do you get from Power Editor. You have here audiences. Now in the audiences, you can select things like custom audiences. So you can set up specific audiences that you want to go after. It could be based on specific interests, like whether or not somebody's interested in digital marketing or somebody's interested in, I don't know, planting flowers. It can be anything that you and your services, your products need to be aimed at. So you can set up those audiences, save them, and then target more ads specifically going after those audiences later on. You have an image library for any image banners that you create to go with your ads. There's some reporting, which allows you to go a bit deeper in terms of the numbers. Also page posts, and then you've got other tools that you can gain access to. So for me, Power Editor is the place that you need your ads running from and edited from. Okay, so over to you, Jack.
Yeah, okay, so Power Editor, creating an advert. So you have many options to market your business through Facebook paid advertising, which will show you conversion rates, custom audiences, lookalike audiences, and much more. And on the right, you'll see all your different examples of an objective.
Yeah.
So you've got page likes, page post engagements, and video views, for example.
Yeah, what I would say is if you're going straight to landing pages, the one that is highlighted at the bottom, website conversions, that's the one you're after, because that will allow you to set up specific clicks. But it might be that you want to promote a fan page that you have, and therefore page likes is the one that you want to use. And then there are other things like post engagements. And so maybe you've got a popular post that you've put into your timeline on a fan page, and you just want to boost it just to get more exposure to it. So it's going to jump back into face-to-face. So the whole point in using this is that when you're using Power Editor for Facebook marketing, it really will open up the doors for you to get numbers. I mean, just a quick example, I ran a webinar about 2 weeks ago, managed to get 100 signups, and there was at least 50% of those came from my Facebook advertising. It wasn't a huge budget. The other 50% came from a list that I already had and some marketing that I'd done organically on Facebook, also on LinkedIn, as well as Twitter. Now, the key thing here is that if you want to get a ton load of traffic, leads direct to your business, do advertising on Facebook. You need to have a budget for it. You can't do it with like £5 or $5, $10, that kind of thing. It's not going to work. But what I will say is that by setting it up for you, going down that route and setting it up with your ads running through Power Editor, you're going to have more control. You'll see what's going on, and there's just more flexibility. So for me, really, just to conclude, normally I'd jump into our slide. I'm not even going to do that. I'll do that in a moment. What I would say is use it, test it, and measure it. There's a lot of reporting that you can get, and once you set up your advertising pixels, it will show you the conversion rates of what you're doing with your Facebook marketing. You know, if you're used to using Google AdWords and you're using Google Analytics, you'll know that you can track your conversion rates, you can track your customer acquisition costs, or your cost per lead. All of these are the important numbers to know in your business, so you know how effective your marketing is. And if you're making a profit, once you understand your customer acquisition cost, then you can look at how you scale it. Facebook has 1.4 billion users. Can you scale your marketing on Facebook? Hell yeah. So I don't know any other platform that is as powerful in terms of direct customer information and interest groups. Now, you can do things on AdWords, and obviously that's based on their search technology, but it's not as though somebody submitted their profile details in the kind of numbers that you get on Facebook. So just to wrap up, guys, I would say go out there, check it out. If you're not too confident about using Facebook, then my suggestions to you are get in touch with us. Leave any questions that you have on the comments box underneath this video if you're watching it back on YouTube. If you use Twitter, remember the hashtag ATYC. We also have the telephone number there. If you are international, just dial 0044 then 1902213326. And remember, we're here every Wednesday bringing you Ask the Young Cow, where you can ask us any question to do with digital marketing or even small business. We will have an answer for you, as we do every week, don't we, Jack?
Yeah, we do.
There you go. You heard it from the man from Stoke. So he means business. So all I'm saying, guys, is check it out, give it a test. Let us know how you're getting on. Let us know the results that you're doing. And if you want to ask us any questions or give you any pointers, get in touch. I'm Leon Street, and my co-host today is
Jack Rogers.
And we'll catch you next Wednesday, live and direct from the UK. Hashtag ATYC. Take care, guys. Bye-bye.